Hello, hello, hello. Just doing a little video to mark the passing of Pete Sinfield, lyricist with, well, I'm going to say the name, King Crimson, among other bands. Again, known outside of King Crimson, many other, ELP, did lyrics for, was it PFM? Run with the Fox. Chris Squire, Alan White. That's one, isn't it? Cher, Celine Dion, Bucks Fizz. Yeah, Bucks Fizz. Now there's a one. That is where I first came into contact with the work of Pete Sinfield. Bucks Fizz, the land of make believe. It's funny how it goes, how life is. When I guess I would have been 10. My school that I used to go to, my junior school, was putting up on a performance of Alice in Wonderland, and I was hoping to get a plum role in it. Went to the auditions, didn't. I ended up being like a herald, with a trumpet. The only time I've ever worn tights. Never going to do it again. Never going to do it again. And as a 10-year-old, it was a bit embarrassing to slip on the tights for, I think it was about 4 nights a week. I think it was. I know the performance, it went on for quite a long time at the school. We sold out. There was lots of parents and relatives cheering us on. But to get it back to Pete Sinfield, we culminated every performance with a rendition of Land of Make Believe by Bucks Fizz and Pete Sinfield, and so I know those lyrics off by heart. So, and it's funny that later on, get into that band and that first album, and the words are remarkable. They're great. It's a great record. But I've always had one of my favourites is the Lizard album, because the lyrics on that are crazy, especially on the Lizard piece itself, which is about Prince Rupert's tears, and that is in glassworks. When you drop glass into water, it makes very hard glass. It can only be broken by tapping it at the end, and the lyrics relate to the Battle of Glass Tears, and there's all this imagery. It's very, very dense. It's very, you can analyse. It's very literate, very dense stuff. But then he also does very simple stuff like the Islands song, with his time, in Ibiza. So yeah, he came and he went. But boy, did he leave a lot of material behind. With that band, with King Crimson, gave it the name. Found the image for the first album. He was friends with Barry Godber. Was responsible for all the artwork and those early albums. The visual style and flair. He was the iconic image maker of that band. He was the visual filter for that band. Like I said, he named it and he gave it its image, and effectively he kind of had it stolen from it, didn't he, by another fella. If anyone should have owned the name and owned the original artwork, it should have been him. But hey, this is the music biz, and it's either or be, isn't it really? And but anyway, the good thing about all those people in that band is they all went on to do better things, better things. Greg Lake, Ian MacDonald, went on with Foreigner. Sinfield himself, had his success, but the guy they left behind, he's only ever had that band, and that's the thing, isn't it, really? But yeah, it was a great shame to hear of his passing. But I know that Sinfield had been ill for a while. Again, he was somebody who was very active back in the day, in the early days of the internet. He used to post diary entries and whatnot of what was going on. He had a website called Song Soup on Sea, I believe. I haven't been there in years, which provided analysis of lyrics and whatnot, and the discography. And yeah, none of us are getting any younger. This is the thing, but he's left behind this amazing work, and the lyrics again, which are in some instance more than the music, if you know what I mean. if you think of the imagery, especially on tracks like Schizoid Man or the title track, you know, in the Court of the Crimson King, it's that imagery that makes the music, that brings it all together, that ties it all together, it gives it its grit, that makes it stick, you know. And yeah, it was sad to hear the news, but here we are, and that's it. So we'll open it up to the floor. What do you think? Leave your tributes to Pete Sinfield in the comments box below if you so wish. You know, probably not. Probably not. Maybe you've got some memories that you'd like to share with us, or you can, you know, like I say, talk about the first time you heard one of his songs. It might not necessarily be a King Crimson song. It might have been The Land of Make Believe, or I don't know, maybe Leo Sayers' Have You Ever Been in Love, or or maybe something from that 5-star album that you're not particularly proud of. Like I said, his influence was wide-reaching and spanned the decades, and that ain't bad. That ain't bad indeed. So yeah, thank you for the lyrics and all those songs, you know. And of course, it's that time of the year. You will be hearing I Believe in Father Christmas, and that was one of his as well. So, hey, it's an amazing career, isn't it? It is an amazing career to get those words, to get your words sung by so many great singers and so many great performances, and in the charts so many times. It's just, it shows you how good you are. It shows you how good you are. So, like I said, leave your tribute in the comments box below. And I'll just say it again. Thank you, Pete. It was marvellous. And yeah, that's it. I shall bid you farewell. But like I said, let's take a moment to think of this, because it ain't coming around again, is it? That's it. Prog on.